that stuff's back in style? They said that was like in style in the 70s.
It was.
And then everyone was ripping it off their walls because it was so ugly. It's back.
It's going to make you feel comfortable and not worry about if the trend is going to change in a year. Like, if you still like it in a year, that's all that matters.
Without further ado, let's all stand up and welcome Brian and Mika.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thanks for asking us to come. This
Absolutely.
has been amazing.
We've been watching your shows for a long time. What season are we on?
Season 5 starts June 30th. So we've been working hard on season 5. So we got some great episodes coming up. And we also have a brand new show that we just finished. Are we allowed to talk about that?
We can do whatever we want.
So you saw Mika and I on the same team win Rock the Block. Yeah. We were on the same team and we won Barbie Dreamhouse Challenge. So now we're actually not going to be on the same team. We're going head to head. Brian versus Mika. So there's 2 hotels in North Carolina. Mika gets a hotel, I get a hotel, and all of our HGTV friends come to help us out, and it's head to head on the beach for a 6-week showdown.
It was kind of fun. Honestly, we work together great as a team. We still do. But going outside of the comfort zone and seeing how things are different to be a part was a little bit, challenging, fun, all the above.
I learned that I do a lot better when she's on my team. We'll just say that.
Well, I was going to say, you both have probably your expertise and you both rely on each other for different things.
Yeah.
How is it to not be able to? The competition.
I mean, I will be honest, I think the part that was enlightening was to have the challenge, but also because we got to partner with other talent. That was cool because we got to have other teammates and just kind of learn from some of their skill set and their experience. So it was a lot of fun. I want to say this is probably going to be the biggest collaborative show where there's over 20 HGTV talent in one show.
Yeah. Wow, that 20 different has that ever happened?
No.
20. That's
I think Barbie had 16. This one had 20. So this is the biggest that network's ever done, and it's going to be an incredible competition. So check that. I think that premieres August 13th. And like I said, our season 5 premieres June 30th. And you've seen us do new construction, which we're still doing a lot of new construction. But season 5, we're mixing it up and we're doing some renovations, some additions, including our personal Savannah townhome. So we're super excited about that.
Absolutely. And this is your second time joining us at the Home Designer Remodeling Show. You were in Fort Lauderdale. Yep. You're now here in Palm Beach. I know you're excited to be able to walk around, talk to some vendors, discover some products, but it is not unfamiliar to you to use some of our vendors.
Are you kidding me? So yeah, this is we're somewhat, it's networking for us too, because in this industry, there's always new and upcoming products. Design trends are always changing. So, I mean, it would be silly for us to not be staying current with what's happening. And the home show is everything's under one roof.
Yeah, if you watch our Savannah show, even our hotel competition show, you're going to see a lot of the vendors that you're walking around. You'll see them. One of them sitting in the front row right here. We used some umbrellas from Fiber Built there for a hotel show. Leo Hair actually did our kitchen in Savannah. Wait until you see that. Some brand new products they have. Savannah's going to be awesome. We actually go to Savannah next week, and we film that reveal on May 31st, and then that one will air July 21st. But yeah, that's our personal project, and we're pumped about it.
You have a lot of shows coming up. Where do you find the time?
You know what? I don't really know the answer to that. I think we multitask a lot, just like we do on our construction sites. There's a lot of times we might be on set doing one show, and they might need pickup voiceovers, so we'll go in our car, do audio pickups, go back out, film. It's a lot of multitasking, but we like to stay busy. We really do.
And I will say, Florida is represented very well in the next year or two on HGTV. The HGTV Dream Home was up in Anastasia Island, which is North Florida. Rock the Block was in Treasure Island. Did you guys watch Rock the Block this season?
Yeah.
Oh, that was intense. So Meek and I, we actually helped bring Rock the Block to Treasure Island, and we're the listing agents on those houses. So one of them is sold. There's still 3 more if anyone's interested.
Oh yeah, let me know.
But you guys ever watch Hometown Takeover with Ben and Aaron? That's actually in Sebring, Florida this year. We filmed that about a month ago.
Yeah.
Our show, you got Brian and Sarah down here. So HGTV is very strong in Florida.
And for a long time, there hasn't been much of a presence in Florida.
No, they finally figured
Was there
it
a
out.
reason? Is it permitting?
I don't know, because we know how awesome Florida is. And not only that, yes, we get hot summers, but really you can film here all year round. And from a film perspective, continuity-wise, we don't really have many seasons, so it always kind of has the same backdrop. So I don't know. I really feel excited and proud that we're going to be represented now.
Hey, I got to ask you a question. Why is your son better dressed than you are?
Look at him.
Hey,
I
do
look up
you
to
guys
him.
know Jordan?
Buddy.
Jordan,
This is
come
Jordan.
come up here.
Jordan, get over here.
Get over here,
Come
Jordan.
over here. Give him a round of applause. He's been waiting for this. You want to say hello? Say hi, everyone. All right, he's being shy, but he is not shy. Talking about 100-Day Dream Home, we all know how difficult construction is in general. Nothing goes as planned. Building a home in 100 days, where do you even start? How does that happen?
Man, we've had some practice now. Now, season 1, season 2, lots of sleepless nights. But I think most of it is contributed to the team, to having your go-to vendors, right? So once something works, you kind of repeat it. So we definitely have our same vendors that we go to for, windows, cabinetry, some of those items that are going to be longer lead times. And a lot of credit goes to our clients, because being part of the show, we let them know, hey, we've got maybe 2 design meetings and we kind of have to pick everything that's going in the house, because otherwise we're not going to get our supplies on time.
Right.
And a little trick of the trade, we do not count permitting in our time frame, just to be clear. We count when we break ground. We hire private inspectors that really expedite the process for us. And it's not just somebody like us that can do that. Any of you, if you're working on a project, you can hire a private inspector. It's money well spent. You can expedite everything so much faster. So now some of our projects go over 100 days, which I'm sure you've seen, but some go under. So we just kind of average 100 days. But we just don't want to call our show average.
No, but it is not average. So, but by going through the whole process, 100 days, even 200 days, construction is lengthy. It's a process. You basically marry your contractor for the period of time, and you're living together through this process. But it's impressive to see. When people are looking to remodel, what should their first steps be? How do you, first of all, find that right contractor? Because, you guys as contractors also looking for the right clients. What should they know about how to find that right contractor?
Well, I will say we have dabbled now into renovation. So like new construction world, we got that in the pocket. Like I feel like renovation is something we just started recently doing. This is our first season that you're going to see those. It's no different though. Like the first thing I hear clients say is like they don't even get a phone call back. I'm like, if I reach out to a company and I sent you an email or message and I don't hear it like within 24 to 48 hours, what is that going to say about the relationship once I write you a check and you're doing my project? So that's first and foremost. But then it's also nice to have either examples of projects that they're completely comfortable with showing you, or even giving you some names of people that have worked with them that can give good testimonials. I mean, I think that's, word of mouth is really the best form of marketing in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, for me, it's an energy, it's a vibe that I get when I actually meet with someone face to face.
Right. It's like a dating process. I mean, you're not gonna marry them the next day. Like it takes time to hire the right contractor. So yeah, take your time, find the right one. Like Mika said, walk some of their projects. If the contractor says no, you can't walk my projects or talk to any of my clients, run. Do not work with them. They should be happy to share who they've worked with in the project and show off what they've done. Yeah.
How many of you, we already asked before, but how many are ready to start projects now? By a raise of a hand.
Okay, there's a handful.
Are you guys overwhelmed? Yeah, you're getting there? So.
Sometimes when you start looking at budget, you can get overwhelmed too, because I think even in the 5 years that we've been on the network, season 1, and some of you that have been watching us for a while, you'll notice the price points of the homes. they were 350, 400,000. Those same homes that we're doing on season 5, 750, 800,000. So I mean, it has been kind of it's just a whirlwind of how costs have gone up so much in a short amount of time.
Every time they air like a marathon and it's like a season 1 episode, our phones are just ringing off the hook. Hey, we want that house for $350,000. I was like, ugh.
2019, you know.
Yeah.
That was season 1.
You know, when homeowners are looking to remodel, what should they be thinking about where a budget should be based on the value and how to increase that value?
Yeah, I mean, they really have to look at some of the marketing as far as like the comps of the homes that are improved and updated wherever they're located, right? And then depending on how much of a renovation, I do think you get a little bit more return on your bathrooms and your kitchens, things like that. But you're right, you don't want to over improve. There's clients that say, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to spend what I'm going to spend because this is my forever home. And that's a case to where it's like, do what makes you happy. But if you're thinking you're going to sell in the next 3 to 5 years, you definitely got to be smart about, you know, not going over the top.
We just wrapped with a client last week. We filmed the reveal, and it was a mother and daughter, and she's planning on staying in this house forever. And they converted the house from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom. Now everyone would say, don't do that. Like, you're going to lose so much value. But for them, it made sense. They wanted larger bedrooms. They wanted a larger kitchen. So they got rid of a bedroom. So like Mika said, it depends, you know, kind of what your long-term goals are. But if you're looking to sell in like 3 to 5, 10 years, I'd be smart about it. I would keep the 3 bedrooms and not change it to 2.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to do to a home when you're talking about outdoors?
Man, I think I like to make an outdoor space feel like you're adding square footage to the actual home. Right. Especially if you can create something where you have like a panel of like, you know, sliders that open all the way up, and now your living room just got 2 times bigger. Because you're right, we're outside all the time. I probably work on our back porch more than I do in my office at home. So yeah, just making it feel like it is livable square footage.
Right.
I personally like in my backyard a pink water slide, pink turf,
No.
a Barbie bee. Oh, by the way, the plant guy, we got our bee from you guys know the plant guy locally. He gave us our bee, but oh my gosh, talking about backyards. That was a dream come true when we got assigned that backyard for Barbie. You guys saw Barbie Dream House Challenge? It was crazy. They basically gave us blank space, and they said, do whatever you want. And we did. And if we showed you what else we wanted to do back there, we ran out of time and money, but we were going to do like a catwalk going over the pool, like a runway. This one wanted to do like a roller skating rink in the back. It was going to be good. But yeah, I mean, backyards should be
Barbie
fun.
growing up. It made sense.
Are you using a lot of synthetic products, artificial turf?
Yeah, you know what? I have a project right now in Tampa I'm doing because I think people like the idea of the outdoor space, but also low maintenance outdoor space. Like, yes, I want this to be a beautiful, lush oasis, but I don't want to spend half of my week keeping it a beautiful, lush oasis. So absolutely, yeah.
And turf has come such a long way. I mean, before it kind of looked like that, like an AstroTurf there. But I mean, now the grass looks so good. The grass is greener now, but it looks so good. And the cost has come down so much on this artificial turf that it does make sense. I mean, even like all the high school stadiums near us, they're putting in all turf because it's cheaper in the long run to take care of. And nobody wants, I mean, you want to enjoy the backyard, not be working in the backyard.
Yeah, solar is also, I mean, the amount of like solar light fixtures that you can do outdoors, it's amazing.
How about automation?
Oh, yes. I mean, we kind of knew about that outdoor automation on season 2 of Rock the Block with that pergola. And I think
that the judges did not like.
They just weren't with it yet, but that's
Come
okay.
on now. You liked it. That automatic pergola? Oh my god.
It was ahead of its time, but you're right. We need smart home. We need features that have technology, security, and yeah, just like you can set this whole environment with a click of a button.
What does that look like, building for someone else to how you built for yourself?
Oh man, we're going through it right now.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to help our clients make decisions than for us to get on the same page and make a decision. I mean, even yesterday driving here, we're still making decisions and figuring out orders and managing contractors on our Savannah project. And it's so hard because we can't be at 2 places at once. So, I mean, you guys have tough times making a decision. We do too. It's natural, but I think it just means that you care. that you really do want the best. But yeah, we go through it just like everybody else, trying to figure stuff out.
I think too, well, it's weird for me because I do think a lot of times we have so many projects going on with the show, and then even outside of the show, you give a percent, I mean, you're giving up a lot of your time and energy on the other projects. So sometimes when it comes to ours, I'm like, I got nothing left. But at the same time, you do have to take a moment to be selfish because it is your money, your investment. But Brian and I, we do work together well as a team. We just have to choose our battles. And like, if he gets one big decision, then the next one's mine. And, you know, we try to be even.
And really trying to make it cohesive.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the thing. A lot of people, they might see this picture online that they absolutely love, but making the decision so that way it all comes together, relying on the professionals. I mean,
And, you know, just keep this in mind. It's construction. It's not forever. If you don't like it, you can change it. Like, don't get too crazy stressed out. I know a lot of people are like, oh my God, I don't know what color paint. Well, if you hate it, you can repaint it.
When you just said that, it reminded me, because you can change it. But one thing I know, and I used to be guilty about this.
I'm scared what she's going to say.
No. Too many people have opinions. So I have so many clients that are trying to make decisions, and then they'll ask their sister, they'll ask their uncle, which it's okay to get opinions, but at the end of the day, is your house, is your money, do what's gonna make you feel comfortable and not worry about if the trend is gonna change in a year. Like, if you still like it in a year, that's all that matters.
Even on our show, we work with our clients, and ultimately, it's their decision. I mean, they're part of the process side by side with us. We give them what they want. We make their dream come true. And we just revealed another house a couple weeks ago, and they wanted tri-tone cabinets in the kitchen. And we thought that was crazy, right? It looked incredible. They did a natural wood island. They did uppers. It was like a cream color cabinet. And then lowers were like a navy blue. We never would have thought about doing it. Now we're looking forward to do it again because it looked so good.
and that's on one of your upcoming shows?
Yeah, that's on 100 Day Dream Home.
Okay.
That's a mother-daughter renovation. The mom was in Germany for the whole renovation, so the daughter was kind of helping us manage it. The daughter was living in the house during the construction, and it was a full gut job. So she was like camping for 3.5 months.
Yeah, I don't recommend that for anybody.
I don't recommend that, no.
Is that the June 30th date?
No, June 30th is a different episode. June 30th...
But it's part of that season.
part of the
So
season.
watch all of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so you mentioned trends. We hear trends, we see trends. First of all, what's your feeling on trends, but what trend should we be paying attention to?
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, my feeling on trends is they're always going to change, and they always recycle. So if it goes out of style for 5 years, believe me, it'll come back.
Just wait, yeah. If you hate what you did, well, just wait.
My 15-year-old, our 15-year-old daughter is wearing things that I'm like, you're not coming up with anything new, girl. That's the same stuff we wore in high school. So I do feel like it's kind of like a evolution. Some of the trends that we're seeing, I think, bringing some of the natural back indoors and incorporating more of an organic feel. You know, I think a couple years ago when we were doing our house, it was like a lot of the blues, the grays, the whites. Now we're seeing more wood tones, warmer tones, a lot of green and gold, mixed metals. So it's just crazy how it always changes.
Yeah, I mean, talking about those wood panels and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, panels were big. When was it?
Oh
The
my
80s?
gosh. Yeah, and they are
it's so
back.
funny. Yeah, because we actually worked with one of your vendors here. So we
yeah.
did a tambour accent wall in Savannah. And I told my parents that we're doing tambour accent, and they said, that stuff's back in style? They said, that was like in style in the 70s.
It was,
And then
see?
everyone was ripping it off their walls because it was so ugly. It's back. And it looks incredible. And there's so many different types of tambour.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it coming back. You might have to wait 40 years, but it will come
It
back.
will come back. I know. I feel like tambour is like the new shiplap. It's so crazy. Wallpaper, we saw the same thing with.
Wallpaper on ceilings is good.
Yeah,
We
ceiling-
did that in the house of Seas like 5 years ago. We never would have done it. Now we're putting it everywhere. Textured wallpaper, inside panels, ceiling. The sky's the limit with it.
And you're right. When you walk around the show, you see a lot of organic-looking materials. I mean, even the organic lighting fixtures, they have an organic design style,
Mm-hmm.
and the materials that are being used, and so many synthetic products that are meant to replicate the
Right.
organic look.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. I always say, like, nature's been around for longer than I have. And a lot of times when we're building new, the lot and location of the house it does affect the design. So, yeah, I think it makes sense.
So what can we look forward to on your next seasons? Like, where are you guys going? What is 100-Day Dream Home looking like in the next year, 2 years, 5 years down the road?
Oh, slow down.
Yeah.
Slow
Where
down.
are we?
I'm surprised they're not.
Oh, boy.
I'm
Well,
surprised they're not
first-
tired of watching us yet.
Let me
right?
think about how old I'll be, and will Jade be in college yet? And
You'll still be 30.
Will I have any money left?
I think, so we say this every single season, but season 5 is the best season yet. And I think it's because we're not focusing on us so much anymore. We're focusing on our clients and their stories and why they need the house and digging in deep to their journey on this whole process. And I think people are more interested in that than us. Well, at least me.
Yeah, Brian, snooze fest. Just kidding.
And I'm almost out of dad jokes.
Oh, I
But
feel like,
hey, there's plenty of coming season 5, brand new ones.
you know what? I think what would be cool if, in a perfect world, I feel like we are dabbling into renovations now, but the future seasons, it'd be cool to do like maybe a commercial space, maybe an animal shop, like just kind of not necessarily always residential. Like you can renovate almost anything, right? So I think just kind of getting out of the comfort zone. And I'm not gonna lie, Brian, when we did the hotel show and I got to partner with some of the other talent, I had some good chemistry on the other, with some of the other
I
teammates.
was just going to say, I missed you during the hotel
We
competition
were having
show.
fun at my hotel, let me just tell you.
We forgot to tell you the name of that. So that one's a 100-day hotel challenge. And we totally lied about how long it took. We did it in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So when you see 100 days on that, we did it way quicker. But yeah, 5-week hotel challenge didn't sound as cool. So yeah, I mean, a lot of times we come in way under the 100 days, even on our show. But we always either round up or round down.
You can't change the title per project, so
you
just
gotta
keep it the same.
Stay consistent. So, talking about your customers, your clients, the people, I want to step down because I'm sure. Do any of you have any questions?
Ooh, I
Raise
like
your
this
hands.
part.
Question?
Jordan, you want to take the mic around?
You want to take the mic and bring it to people?
You got an extra mic?
We have one more mic.
Look at him.
Come on, buddy.
Get it, Jordan.
I see you over
Go,
there.
Jordan.
Good. All right, think of some good questions. Try to stump us. Yes, sir.
How you doing, Brian and Mika?
Hey there.
My wife and I, Jennifer, we just relocated from New York, and we have ambition about trying to identify a lot and then building a home.
Okay.
How would you advise one of your clients to identify a lot in an area that they want to move in and then go from there? Like, what's the process like? Because I don't hear that in the show, but we're curious to know what's the first steps in identifying a lot and then building from that lot.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it's crazy because we try to condense so much in a 1-hour episode, like 44 minutes with commercials. But I think you just answered your own question because the location, what's around it, like, whether it's schools that are important to you or just outdoor activities, the location of your home you can't change. So if you find land, research some of the other homes around there, run some numbers to see kind of what the price points are. But most importantly, just like kind of go hang out there, like on your weekends, just at different times of the day, right? Go at nighttime, go during the week. Well, you can actually search vacant land. You can do just like you look for a home, you can just put a filter on there, vacant land only, put your price point, kind of put whatever size acreage you're looking for. But research the area very well so that you feel like you almost live there before you purchase.
And also, don't rush into buying land. Sometimes there's lots sitting there, and they're sitting there for a reason. So make sure you get your soil test done. Make sure it's not in a flood zone. Make sure it's good ground to build on. In Florida, we deal with tortoises. Believe it or not, if there's tortoises on the land, you can't build. And if you want to build, it's very, very expensive to get them off. So do a lot of research on the front end before you put an offer on that piece of land. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Hello, Brian and Mika. I never watched HGTV until you all came on. My wife's a staunch watcher of you all the time. So thanks for being here. 2 questions. 1, will you ever do Rock the Block again as a contestant? And 2, how does one get selected to be on 100-Day Dream Home?
I love your questions. I'm going to answer the first one. My answer is I would do Rock the Block as a judge or a host. But I feel like once you kind of have reached a peak in a category, I don't read books backwards, and I'm definitely not going back there.
Well,
Brian, He would.
We were part of Rock the Block this season, right? So we brought Rock the Block to Treasure Island this year. I was there every day on the construction project. I was there every day. Make sure going, we judge it. Now we're listing them. I would love to compete again, but we've talked to all of the other previous winners about doing like an all-star. The only ones that want to come back is me and Mike Jackson.
yeah.
That's Egypt and Mike. So it would be
Yeah.
Brian versus Mike, but I don't know if anybody watched that show.
Yes, and to answer your second question real quick, so as far as selection for our show, we normally don't really know when the network's going to say, hey, you guys are getting picked up for another season. So when we get that news, a lot of times it's whatever we already have in the pipeline. It's clients that we're working with, but we have a company called Dirt to Design. And so people reach out to our website, and that's how they make first point of contact.
Yeah, we never cast our show. These are actual clients we're working with.
Yeah.
Hi there. Hi, Brian Mika. I have a quick question. How do you help your clients when you have, let's say, like a mother-daughter or like two people, and one has like a clear vision for the reno or for the sort of decor, and the other sort of loves everything? How do you help sort of narrow the gap if, you know, one person really wants the other to sort of have their perspective in the home? Do you do mood boards? Like, how do you help them, or would you recommend hiring a designer? I mean, I know you guys do it all, but for somebody who's already sort of midway through the process.
I'm curious, which one are you?
The daughter.
I play the part of the daughter.
I'm the
Let's
daughter.
do a little role play
I'm
here.
the daughter who's in the industry and already has the clear vision.
Is that
but-
your mom standing right next to you?
No, mom's in the front. Mom
Hi, Mom.
hasn't had to do this
Close
in
your
almost,
ears.
She hasn't had to do this in almost 40 years, so she just, in her mind, it's like, this will be yours one day, and wants me to take the reins, but I want this to be her home. I want her to walk in it and love it, and I have no idea how to help guide this.
I mean, so I would say, okay, so we do a little cheat sheet, or in the process on our show, inspiration tours. Go walk model homes, go walk spaces. See, body language is something you can't fake.
Got it. Okay.
Okay,
'Cause
so
I've
I can
done-
read what you're saying. You're not even saying it to me, and I'm like, you hate that, don't you? But then also, sometimes people don't know how to describe what is in their head. So descriptive emotions are kind of important. Sometimes I'll just ask a client, what 3 things do you want to feel when you walk in your door? Okay. And like sometimes it's a mood, and then based on that, you can kind of start narrowing down some finishes.
Perfect.
But it can be overwhelming because there's a lot of choices, as you guys can see.
Yeah.
Like she said, I mean, inspiration tours, we do them, we go through actual house. But yeah, going through model homes, like Mika said, it's fun too. We go through them all the time.
Yeah.
It's like a field trip for us.
I know. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I love your shows.
Oh, thank you.
All right, any other questions right here? All right, buddy.
It's not really a construction question, but how did you guys start in the business? Did you always do design and construction, or was it progressively that you got into it?
Oh man, well it's definitely been progressive. We're always learning. We're definitely, if I watch season 1 episodes, I'm like, oh my goodness, we've gone a long way. But we started working together. We used to own a fitness, a couple fitness clubs. So we worked together for 9-10 years before we got into real estate. And we were actually investors that used to buy land, and we partnered with contractors. We would build spec houses. That's kind of how we started in construction. But we've been business partners for even way before the whole TV thing came into
Crazy.
play.
And, you know, I kind of fell in love with construction as a young boy. My dad, my grandfather, they're very handy. I went to UCF in Orlando, and I volunteered a ton with Habitat for Humanity. If anybody's interested in getting involved in the trades, Habitat for Humanity is a great way to learn. You know, you're also helping people at the same time. But I lived in Nashville for like 5 years. I used to flip homes up there, and I did pretty well. And the bottom of the market dropped out in like 2007 and 8, and I lost everything. That's when I moved home, reconnected with Mika. We got in the gym business, sold our first one for a profit, and then we. I said, you know, that part of life defeated me in real estate. I want to get it back at, get back at it. And yeah, we got. I think we got back at it.
Yeah, we're still
Payback.
getting back at it. Payback, baby. Let's
Payback,
go.
yeah. But it's been a long journey. I mean, it feels like just yesterday we were filming our sizzle reel, but it's been a lot of work to get there. I mean, we met in high school, so we've known each other longer than we haven't known each other.
That means we're getting old, but yeah.
Hang on, that's really weird to think about.
That's neither here nor
We've
there.
known each other longer than we haven't.
Look at you, Jordan. You're working it. Good job, buddy.
Here comes the hard-hitting questions.
Can't wait.
Go ahead.
Do you need any help on your home show?
Absolutely.
You trying to take my spot?
Hey, listen. After the attraction,
Jordan, we can't afford you.
I think I mean, how old are you, Jordan? You 6 years old?
How old are you?
6.
Oh,
Ratings
man.
would be through the roof if Jordan was a co-host with Mika.
Oh my goodness. Or at least if he just does our marketing. I mean, even the video he did for the home show, I was like, he got more likes than all of us
A
combined.
lot more than his dad.
That is true.
Oh man.
But we spoke about a lot today. It was amazing having
Fun.
you here. Is there anything that you want to leave us all with?
Absolutely. I'm glad you asked. My friend Adam is going to be a guest on season 5
Oh yeah.
of 100 Day Dream Home. This is a true story. So about a month ago, we were supposed to have a countertop that was going to be shipped to Tampa. The shipment or the countertop did not make the shipment in time. So I called Adam. I said, I need a huge favor. Any way you can pick up this countertop, which is in Miami Lakes, meet us halfway so we can get this up to Savannah. Without hesitation, he said, absolutely. Put it in his car, met us there, and we may have recorded a little bit to make it part of the episode.
Yeah, and also, what time did you text him to ask him this?
He doesn't sleep.
Wasn't it like 12? It was crazy, like 1 in the morning or something.
He'll text
so-
me like 2 in the morning.
It's like, okay, man. But yes, you were our superhero. We always have a great time doing this. We meet a lot of vendors. We make a lot of relationships. So, and you guys we appreciate all of your input. If we wouldn't be where we are without fan base, and we just really enjoy what we do and have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, keep an eye out for Adam on season 5. He'll be
yes.
part of our Savannah episode.
All right.
And the countertop's there because of him.
Thank you
That's
again
right.
for being here. Everyone, let's stand up. Give it a round of applause.
Thank you, guys.
But
Thank you.
We will have a meet and greet over
Yeah,
here
come on
at
over
the
here.
Separate Pete. But thank you again for being here. Yes.